I never thought I'd be humiliated at my own family dinner, but that's exactly what happened. To give you some context, I've been going through a really rough few months. I recently lost my job, and on top of that, I went through a breakup that hit me harder than I ever expected. I'm doing everything I can. I'm actively applying for new jobs, going on interviews, but it's been tough. My family knows all of this, especially my sister. So, when she invited everyone over for dinner, I went. I thought it would be nice to be around people who cared about me. Her boyfriend was there too. We've never been super close, but I've always been polite. I wasn't looking for him to be my biggest supporter, just to show some basic respect. At first, dinner was normal. We made small talk, talked about work, just general life stuff. Then the topic of jobs came up. My dad asked how my interviews were going. I told him I had a few lined up and was feeling hopeful. That's when my sister's boyfriend laughed. And I don't mean a small chuckle. It was a loud, full-on laugh as he said, "Still unemployed, huh?" The whole table went silent. I tried to brush it off, but then he added, "Must be nice getting an extended vacation." I could feel my face getting hot. He knows I'm not on vacation. He knows I was laid off. He also knows I'm dealing with a painful breakup. My sister told him everything. And he chose that moment, in front of my entire family, to make a joke about it all. I didn't say anything at first. I looked over at my dad, and he gave me that look, don't react look. Then he quietly said, "Let's not start anything. It's a family dinner." So basically he wanted me to just ignore it. My sister didn't say anything either. She just gave this awkward little smile like it wasn't a big deal. But to me it was a huge deal. It wasn't about being unemployed. It was about being kicked while I was already down. It was about someone who barely knows me feeling comfortable enough to mock me in my own family space. I tried to keep eating, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized something. If I stayed silent, I'd be telling him that his behavior was okay. So instead of exploding or starting an argument, I just stood up. I said, "I'm not really hungry anymore," and I left. No yelling, no big scene. I just walked out. Later that night, my sister texted me, saying I was being dramatic and made things awkward. She said her boyfriend was just joking, and that I needed to have thicker skin. My dad said I could have handled it better and that walking out was disrespectful. But here's the thing I can't stop thinking about. He knew. He knew about my breakup. He knew about my job situation, and he knew how sensitive it was. And he still chose to turn my pain into a punchline. So now I'm wondering, am I the one in the wrong for leaving? Was it a bad move? Or was I right to remove myself from a situation where I was being disrespected, instead of just sitting there and pretending it didn't hurt? Let me know what you think. Thanks for listening.